We have got doves on the ground in South Africa. Jamie's looking at shot reaction. Why do rabbits jump in the air? David's got hot air news. There's air streaming with the roundup of the best air gunning on YouTube. Welcome to AirHeads.
Well, today we're off hunting at one of my favorite places to hunt for birds. It's just down the road from our house. It's a place called Deer Park. Deer Park is a horse farm on a coastal belt of the Eastern Cape. We have been doing pest control for them for a few years now. They really have a problem with Egyptian geese, guinea fowls, and a range of other bird species which bring diseases onto their land. They have in recent times lost their horses to these diseases which these pests carry. But because we also want to get some meat today, we're going to be focusing in on doves and pigeons. These birds can grow up to 16 inches, which is rather large for a pigeon. Also, the rock pigeon will eat up to 100 grams of food a day. So it's a terrible pest to the farmer who is currently experiencing a drought and has to buy feed for his horses every day. Well, let's see if we can get some birds for the pot. Well, we're just about ready to head on out. Today I'll be using my Air Arms S510, and this has to be one of my favorite rifles to use when I'm pigeon and dove hunting. The rifle is calibrated in .177 and shoots at a velocity of around 1,000 feet per second. So it packs a proper punch, and it's more than enough than what we need today to do the job. The Air Arms S510 Extra also boasts a 10-round magazine and a slide lever action, allowing you to take multiple shots in a short period of time. So we're going to head on out now. We're going to walk along the road, along the fence line. The doves like to sit on the posts and also along the wires, and often you'll see the rock pigeons feeding in the field. So let's see if we can get some birds. It wasn't long before we came across our first doves of the day. As you can see, they really like to sit along the fence posts and on the gate, so another good one down. Alright, oh, really nice little dove, dropped right where I shot him, so good, another one in the bag. We kept scouting the farmland, and in no time we came across more birds. Right now we've spotted a whole flock of rock pigeons, exactly what we've been looking for. So there must be around 40-50 birds, and they've just settled down over the rise right by the horse feeding bin. So we're going to see if we can sneak up over the hill, get close enough. If I drop the first one, I should get a chance at a second one. So let's see if we can pull this off. One just on the right here, the one that's like dark. He's down. The flock's staying because I got him straight down. So I noticed an opportunity on my right hand side, so I quickly got myself into position. The flock is just over this little rise here, so either we go after them now or we let them come back to the food bin. So I think I'm going to wait it out. A lot of fun. There they are flying off, but they're coming back. They might actually land again. All right, see if we can get another one. That's the awesome thing about rock pigeons, is if you shoot one and it drops immediately down, the one next to it will always hang around. So shot the next one, stayed down, the flock's flown off down to the sky, and we're gonna have to wait. They might come back again. While we waited to see if the flock would come back again, I decided to go and have a look at the pigeons we had already taken. The day had started out really well. I was super excited. We were onto a lucky streak. All right, number 3. That was very cool. It was quite a big flock, so it was nice to get 3. I'm hoping they do come back so we can get some more, but nevertheless, 2 more and we've got enough for a pie. So good times, let's get some more. I decided to move a little bit further down the road, and to my surprise, I noticed a few more sitting on the wires. I knew I had to act fast, sneak up, make sure they didn't see me and get into position. Another one, just stay there. Okay, next one. Out of bullets. Damn, that was crazy. Oh my goodness. Man, out of bullets. Oh, I should have loaded up before I walked in on those ones. Yo, that was great. 2 down off the wire, and man, an awesome day out here on the farm. We've had a great time. We've got a whole bunch of birds, and I think we're going to call it a day. And I tell you, it's been a lot of fun. This place never gets boring. We managed to bump into a really nice flock of rock pigeons, exactly what we were looking for, and with some careful strategy, we managed to take 7 out of the flock. Exactly what the farmer wants and exactly what we want. So another great day here on the farm. We'll see you guys next time on AirHeads.
Thank you, Richard, very much for that. He has been begging us to send in an item for AirHeads since he started making Field Sports Africa in May for us last year. He's a very keen air gunner. Now, a beggar who cannot be a chooser, it's David with Hot Air.
This is Hot Air. There are as many as 400,000 new criminals in Scotland. That's the conclusion of BASC, which is saying that 400,000 air guns could be unlicensed in Scotland because the new airgun licensing law came into force on New Year's Day. Of Scotland's estimated 500,000 air guns, 17,000 have been handed in and 10,000 applications for a licence have been made. Scottish Justice Secretary Michael Matheson says the rest will go to prison. Airgun distributor Armex has stepped in to help the Grand Tour. Jeremy Clarkson, James May and Richard Hammond's new series needed a gun rack. Armex stepped in to provide the UK's most aspirational airgun rack. Turkish airgun manufacturer Hatsan is exporting like it's never done before. Hatsan USA is moving into a bigger warehouse to deal with orders. It has taken on the building in Rogers, Arkansas, which is 4 times the size of its old US premises. An Olympic shooting coach has shown off his prowess and skills on Chinese TV. Olympic shooting coach Zhu Jibing uses his air rifle to blast lids off bottles of beer in the TV special. Guns are banned but tolerated in China. 2016 marked the 950th anniversary of the Battle of Hastings, and what better way to celebrate that than a new airgun? The Daystate Saxon limited edition commemorates the 950th anniversary of the end of Saxon rule and the coronation of the Norman King William the Conqueror on the 25th of December 1066. The Saxon is also the launch model of a newly revised and improved Wolverine 2, which will be released early in 2017. The Saxon also comes with a hunting knife forged by knife maker R. Harrington of Bison Bushcraft, based in the town of Battle near Hastings. And finally, a convenience store near Toronto has a problem with tiny thieves. Squirrels have learned to sneak in and take chocolate bars from Luke's grocery. The owner is now posting videos of the thieves on YouTube. It's driving him nuts. I didn't write that. You are now up to date with Hot Air, aiming for accuracy, targeting the truth.
Thank you, David. Next up, Jamie Chandler has a look at rabbits and why they jump in the air when you hit them in the head.
We all know that headshots are the best shots when it comes to airgun hunting. They're the cleanest, they're the quickest, they're the most humane shots we can take. So why is it that rabbits somersault, that rats scale all over the place, that in fact squirrels go absolutely bonkers once they've been shot in the head? Now you'd think that shot in the head lights out, but instead we get all of this sort of dramatics and what looks like suffering afterwards. Well, I wanted to know, so I thought I'd do a little bit of research. To demonstrate what I mean, I'm going to put some of these peanuts on the top of this problem feeder here, and I'm going to hopefully bring a few squirrels in. Rather hoping for a squirrel because they demonstrate the whole thrashing around thing a bit better. But pigeons equally, if you shoot them in the head, they'll flutter down. You'll see exactly what I mean. As obviously rabbits with the flipping. What I want to do is kind of improve my vision, so I'm going to take care of this. Leave the cap down there. Put on the trusted beanie hat. And then add decoration. With a little bit of Jack Pike's finest leaf-like camouflage. That way I won't have the peak stopping my view. I thought it might be worth showing you something. Obviously, like everybody else in the world nowadays, instead of going to an encyclopedia or looking in a book or actually working out anything myself, I went to Google to find out why animals thrash around after they're shot, and lo and behold, the Grand Master, the demigod of air guns himself, Ted, from Ted's Holdover, has actually done a film about it. Now, it's called If Headshots Kill Instantly, While the Thrashing Around. There you go. Well worth having a look at. He's actually found a chap from, I think he's a professor from University of Michigan, who explains that animals, such as humans, squirrels, pigeons, rabbits, etc., we're held together by sears. Basically, if we were shot in the head, we'd also thrash around. It's not the fact that we thrash around after we've been shot. What we do is remove the sear, which stops us thrashing around. So if you imagine a pent-up spring suddenly being released, that's what it is. It is an instant kill shot for sure. Absolutely no worries about that. And the thrashing around is then produced from our body being free, or our body being free from the control of the brain to then go into spasm. So quite a new way of thinking about things, really. But absolutely fascinating. Do check the video out. Well, I don't mind telling you, I am utterly freezing. It's been a pretty good session in the fact that I've seen an awful lot of squirrels, but frankly, without a feeder, they're not coming in. They're running and they're just not stopping. I've whistled, I've barked, I've done whatever. So I think I'm going to call it quits now. It's been great. I've got a flat bum, so I'm going to move on. Never mind, everyone blanks once in a while. I'm happy with that.
From Hampshire to the wider world of airgunning on YouTube, and I have to say I'm proudly wearing my SRS Power t-shirt today, which you can get from the SRS YouTube channel. This is Airstreaming. Charlie Jacoby here. This is my roundup of the best air gunning on YouTube. Michael Honor is putting out good sporting films on Michael's Fishing and Shooting Show. This is the latest airgun outing, 2 rabbits and 1 man. Lee Hooley sends me his latest via Facebook. This is air rifle hunting squirrel feeder session and bonus woodies. Optical Armory promises to buy me a cuppa at the British Shooting Show if I run this. I'm easily bought. Plus, it's a good film. Rana Shaharia Rashid in Pakistan sends me this film of a wild hog killed with a Walther, Dominator 1250 and Gamo Pro Magnums. Keith Warren is one of the classiest Americans making YouTube hunting films. Here is Big Boar airgun hunting for trophy whitetails. Jim's Fun Bird Hunting says shut your mouth and pull the trigger to describe this film. He has as much trouble with Eurasian collared doves in Arizona as we do in the UK, and he is using an FX Boss 30 cal. Camper Van Kevin is a channel I had not previously clocked. Here he is plinking with the Gamo Silent Stalker and with lots of useful chat. If you are a YouTuber, you should chat. And finally, here is how they go fishing in Cambodia with an air gun. Links to watch the videos are in this film's description. If you would like to send in a video for air streaming, ping me the link charlie@fieldsportschannel.tv. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. We're back next month. We really are this time. See you then.